All right, number 2. Oh, WWE. What? I actually traded this last year. I traded this last year. I didn't do well. I didn't do well. And actually, did I ever actually own the shares? No, I think I was trading options. Because I am an idiot. Yeah, I think I was trading options like in this in this kind of well, no, actually. Yeah, no, like in this range here I was. I think like this high 30s to mid 40s. I was up at one point, but I got greedy and I held too long, and then I ended up down and I lost all my gains. It's a very sad story. Anyway. So let's see. How has WWE been doing? Doing much better in July. Had a nasty fall. 14th into the 19th. I want to know what that's about. Maybe it was this. Well, actually no, that wasn't. That was like 20 something days ago. Oh wait, what's today? Today's already the 15th. Jeez. No, yeah, that was a month ago. So it's not the quarter 2 results that made that happen. Maybe this one fell out of favor with hedge funds. Simply Wall Street thinks it's an interesting stock, but nobody cares what they have to say. Oh, and yes, for anybody who doesn't know what World Wrestling Entertainment is, I am old enough to remember when it was World Wrestling Federation, WWF, when they got into the whole legal debacle about that name, and they eventually ended up losing. So now they are World Wrestling Entertainment. Yes, I am old. Integrated media entertainment company engaged in the sports entertainment businesses in North America, Europe, all over. They primarily do wrestling, obviously. And I think a point of confusion that has been around the past couple years is whether or not Ed McMahon's XFL league is under WWE, and I don't think it is. I think that's something separate that he just owns, and it's not really its own company, or at least not one that's publicly traded. Don't quote me on that though. I could be wrong, but that's my understanding at least. I know when I was holding those options, I saw a lot of people talking about, oh man, look at the ratings for XFL. Man, WWE is gonna go to the moon. And then others are pointing out, XFL isn't part of this company. XFL is something entirely different. So I don't think that's under that. So don't buy this thinking you're gonna get that. Okay, I'm sorry. I kind of went on a talking spree for the first 3.5 minutes of this. Was in 25 hedge funds, 47. Okay. Maybe it's because they announced they're gonna report second quarter, and everyone thought it was gonna be terrible, but it wasn't terrible. Surpass estimates. Oh wow, that's a big beat. Compares to earnings of 45 cents per share a year ago. How are they doing worse? 42 versus 45. How is it less than a year ago? Bruh, last year was 2020. Everything was closed and shut down and things were terrible. How did it do less? Like, I know it beat estimates. But how did it do less? And that's earnings, right? That's not revenue. you can argue revenue's up maybe. I don't have quarter 2 of 2020 here, but how is earnings down? And I know it's not down a whole lot, but still, that is a very jarring metric. So based on what I saw here, and almost more based on my past interaction with this company and what I understand of it, this is going to need to be a hold for me. It's not a sell, because, you know, they do seem to have increasing revenues. Those earnings numbers are a little concerning, but not really. They're an established company. They're a late in life company, I would want to say. They're not growth. Maybe there's a little room there for growth, but not a whole lot, I don't think. And it's not necessarily a buy, just based on the trading trends on it I've seen in the past year, which I personally, as I have said, have been burned by. So we are going to go hold for for World Wrestling Federation.